All right, guys. Good afternoon. Grouchy Eric here. And just thought I'd give you guys a quick update. It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday? It is Wednesday. It's Wednesday afternoon. Gotten through 3 days of orientation now. For any of you who are planning to come up here to Missoula, Montana to do your orientation and training and get started with Jim Palmer and Wilson Logistics, I'll just kind of give you guys a little bit of a rundown of what you can expect for your first 3 days, and maybe help to alleviate some concerns that some people may have, and answer some questions. So here's the deal. Day one, Monday, you come in. First thing on the agenda is going to be a drug test. So make sure you're clean. Haven't been smoking pot, snorting coke, whatever it is that you like to do in your spare time. Don't do it for, well, you shouldn't do that at all. But, at least make sure that you're clean for your pre-tests, for your pre-employment drug screen there. Standard DOT drug test, so should be pretty self-explanatory for most. If you don't know what it's about, strict chain of custody. They're not going to do the dipstick right there in the right there at the collection site. So they're going to send it off to a lab, and you get the results back the next day. That's essentially your whole morning. Okay. There were 5 of us that had to go over for that, and 2 of the guys had to go and get their DOT physicals after that. So that's all morning, and we did a little bit of paperwork when we got back to the office after that. They bring in lunch each day during orientation, so that helps out a lot. It's nice little nice way to save some money for you while you're up here. The hotel's supposed to have free continental breakfast. Due to the pandemic we're having right now, they basically just have some cereal and coffee down there. There's nothing else. I mean, that's the way it is, what can you do? So no big deal there. All is good. So there you go. You get a free breakfast. You get a free lunch. And let's see. Afternoon of day one then is just going through. They're going to get you the Montana CDL manual, so you can start studying that. Because Tuesday morning, day 2, you're going to run down to Montana DMV and take the written test to get your Montana permit. Doesn't matter what state you come from. It doesn't matter if you already have your permit. It doesn't matter what your recruiter may or may not have told you. You will have to get a Montana permit. Okay, that's Montana rule. So they take care of the cost for all that. They pay for it, so no big deal there. Just got to do a little bit of study and make sure that you know that. The afternoon is you do a little bit more paperwork, maybe some computer training, and let's see, what else do we do? We went around the truck, started out with, started doing the pre-test, pre-trip inspection, and make sure that you start getting that down. Wilson Logistics has some good videos out there, and Prime also has some good videos out there. You can go and check those out. They're all on YouTube. Get you some good options there to look at all of it. Make sure that you understand all the verbiage there. Every single piece and part on there, you do have to say, yes, it is properly mounted and secured. It is not cracked, bent, or broken. All of your hoses. So all of the hoses, you have to remember ABC. No abrasions, bulges, or cuts. All your belts and your door seals around the driver door, the passenger door, the rear of the trailer, all of that. All belts. WTF. Was it WTF CD? So no, not worn, torn, frayed, cut, or dry rotted. There you go, WTFCD. Yeah, make sure that you have all of that terminology down. You do have to point out, everything. It's got all the proper mounting hardware. It's got all the correct number of bolts and all that. So now we got to spend some time with the mechanic on Tuesday afternoon. He had a tractor into the garage and went through that thing with a fine-tooth comb with us, showing us all the little pieces and parts. Exactly, which thing is the gear-driven air pump and which one is the belt-driven alternator, and you do have to call them by that name on the test. So make sure that you get this stuff down. We're going to have, my understanding is we'll have 2 to 3 weeks out on a trainer's truck, but most of the trainers aren't going to want to go through the pre-trip inspection with us. So it's pretty much going to be, as they say, it's 99% on your own, and sounds like that's going to be pretty accurate. So make sure you're getting all of that stuff down. Let's see, day 3, that's today, Wednesday. We did pre-trip inspection, and then started working on a little bit with coupling and uncoupling, and brake test, and so we did that for a while in the morning. Had lunch. Brought in pizza today. Stuff is full of pizza. Let's see, from there, then there's a little bit of computer training. Some stuff that your recruiter may or may not have sent to you that needs to get done. Basically, it's about 2.5 to 3 hours of computer training. If you can, try to get that from your recruiter so that you get the login and information for that and the link so that you can get that done before you get here. I ended up having to spend a bunch of time this afternoon sitting on the computer doing that, and the other guys were out learning how to back up the truck. So if you don't see that come from your recruiter or something, then go ahead and give them a ring. Just let them know that you need that, and get all of that CBT done. So then the afternoon, then like I said, you get out into the yard and start backing the truck up. There are basically three backing maneuvers that you have to do. I nailed them pretty well. I guess he counted me 4 points. We're allowed 14 points in total when we take the test. So my first shot at it, I got 4 points, and so you can have up to 13. You're fine. The 14th point is you fail. So the maneuvers are a straight back. That's pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. Second one is a 90-degree. Basically, just got to put it in the lines between. So the idea is that you can back it into a dock or into, in between a couple trucks at the truck stop. I'm not going to hit anything. So you get 2 free pull-ups and 2 free walk-arounds, and anything beyond that, you get a point taken on or added, I guess it is. So, and then your third backing maneuver is an offset, what they used to call a parallel park. But basically, you pull it up, and you have to take it from, if you're in this lane, then you just have to move it over into the next lane. So it's a pretty simple backing maneuver. Just move it over, 9 feet over, and drop it down the next hole. All guys should be good at that, right? All right, that's about it. So the 3 backing maneuvers, and work on your pre-trip inspection. Get your CBTs all done before you get here. All right, that's it for tonight. I'm going to go find some food, and we'll catch up with you guys again tomorrow. See ya.